But what made you decide to go that way? I mean, did you ever think to do anything else?
No, I mean, it was like, duh,
Yeah.
why would I want to do anything else?
Right.
You know, I remember even being young, really young, before we moved out to LA, when we were still living in Cleveland. We moved to LA when I was 10. Whenever I was on a break from school, all I wanted to do was go to work and hang out with my dad.
Oh,
I would just sit on the couch, read Billboard magazine, and watch my dad work. And there was one time when I was probably about 9, my dad had me go out with his local promotion guy. So I got to walk into radio stations and pitch songs. I was like a promotion guy.
How old were you?
9.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was like one of the highlights. I mean, you know, it's 40 years later, and I still remember this like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was such a thrill. So I grew up in it, and there was never, for me, any choice. I mean, I remember being in school and just not caring at all.
Right.
Because I kept thinking to myself, I don't need to know. You don't get it. I'm going to be in the music business, so I don't need to know this. So it never made, you know, it never really, school never got me.
Right,
You know,
right.
all
Did you make it through?
Yeah, barely. I mean, you know, it was the California school system, which is not one of the better ones.
It was then, though, I have to say.
No,
you don't think it was a lot better then than it?
Well, it was better then than it is now.
Yeah.
But whatever the bare minimum requirements were for graduation, that's where I was.
You just knew.
Just
So
eking
when
by.
you got out of high school, what did you do after that?
Well, I actually started working before I got out of high school. I got a job at a record store called The Warehouse.
Warehouse Records and Tapes?
Yeah, right on Ventura Boulevard in Woodland
Right.
Hills. And I got that job when I was still in junior high. So I'd actually...
Because you had to or wanted to?
I wanted to work. And so my dad hooked me up,
Right.
you know. But my dad kept telling me, Michael, why do you want to do this? You have your whole life to work. Be a kid. Enjoy yourself. And I was like, got to work. So when
Who instilled that in you, though?
I just wanted to work. I just wanted to be in the music business.
You just loved it. It was
Loved
just
it.
in your bones.
Well, yeah, I remember, God, I keep saying I remember, but I remember when I was 6 years old,
Yeah.
okay, being in my basement in Cleveland, Ohio, and listening to music. And it was like, you know, some kids thing, like Puff the Magic Dragon or some kids something. And I remember taking that off. I remember my dad coming home from work and giving me this record. I remember putting it on and running around my room, my basement, because I didn't know how to deal with it. It was the Beatles' first album.
Oh.
So I didn't know how to deal with that music. It just affected me, and I was 6, so what do? So you run. So I ran around my room, and I still remember that to this day. And ever since then, it's just been the Beatles and rock and roll.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just, it's in you, it's in your cells. It's just in your fiber being blood.
Yeah.
So after that, how long were you at Warehouse for?
I was at Warehouse for a couple of years, and then what did I do? I graduated, and I got a job, even before I graduated, when I was still in high school, I got a job working at WEA as a picker and a packer.
What's that? Picker?
You pick and pack.
Okay, literally.
Records come in, and then records go out. And somebody has to take the order for Tower Records. They want 35 new Neil Young records. They want 20 Fleetwood Macs. Somebody physically takes them and puts them in a box and slaps labels on them and puts them out. So I picked and packed.
And that was you?
That was